I've been in the storm so long, children. Been in the storm so long. Oh, I just need a little time to pray. Now, those songs like that, the spirituals, were such a way that I still today can connect with it, but the enslaved connect with it. The African American slaves talked about the power of the music, how it was a way of communicating something over and above what the overseer could understand. I'm not in slavery now, but there are still issues and concerns of our day and trials and tribulations. And the power of a song is a way that you can deliver your own soul. I was about 14. I was in the hallway at East Garner Middle School, just acting up. And so Miss Emma K. Bird, she heard me clowning around. She was like, Mary Dobbin, Mary Elizabeth Dobbin, you need to be in chorus. She heard something in my voice, and she really took me on. She started putting me in competitions, and I started winning. There was something kind of being birthed in me. I always tell my boys this want to in me to want to sing. There will be singing over me. We come from just a family of singers. My dad's a great singer. For him, it was quartet music. The music that I love today and that I had the opportunity to perform today was poured into me through my grandmother. I came to this marriage or coupling the music with the historical context because of the stories that I heard my grandparents talk about, family members. I began to understand that music was associated with every era of our life. This place is very special to me. My grandparents lived here. Every summer I came here and I spent time in this house with my grandmother, whether she was in the kitchen cooking or telling me stories about our legacy. The Dobbin family actually were owned by the Dobbin family, enslaved down in the Fayetteville area. As they were sold, they kept the last name Dobbin. A lot of my family members became entrepreneurs and on their own businesses, but it was important that she kept us together and that we understood the respectability that was attached to our name. When her heart was heavy, there were times that she would just be constantly doing whatever she needed to do, but just moaning. She would always say, well, honey, when you moan, the devil don't know what you're talking about. So that was her little thing. Those songs gave her the tenacity when she was, called names, when she was treated disrespectfully. It was like she was really telling me, don't allow what people say to you to be a blocking of you going further, but use it as a stepping stone. I did a concert for the racial reconciliation folks in Raleigh. Then they invited Professor Timothy B. Tyson to do a talk. The title of the book, Blood Done Sign My Name, is a spiritual. All throughout the book, there were songs that were familiar with me. I can weave this together and tell this story, but I can do it through music. I was actually coming down off the stage. Tim Tyson met me at the bottom of the steps, and so he embraced me. When his face met mine, I was like, my God, he perspires as heavily as I do. But really what was going on, he had been weeping. This may be my last time, it may be my last time, I don't know. Y'all clap your hands. The slave community, that nucleus, they understood exactly what every song meant. My Lord, he calls me by the thunder. When the enslaved would sing that song, there's an opportunity of escape. If it rains, you can't be tracked. I think people are fascinated not just with the history, but the fact that when I present, they get to join in. There's an experience that we are all having together. I'm having an individual experience because it's deeply rooted within me as to who I am, but we develop a community. North Carolina just has such a presence. We have a lot of history. It is complicated. But in that complication, songs have come up out of it. The thing about songs of the enslaved is that they always looked upward. It came up out of the burden. It comes up out of sorrow, joy, and happiness. It comes up out of family. And I think that's what makes people feel it. You're not just singing something as an empty shell, but you literally have lived it, and then you're able to share it. That, again, makes a community.
This